What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we have to talk about Senator Ted Cruz. And I don't like singling out politicians. I will talk about as a whole, like if we're looking at the stimulus package and you have a few different politicians that don't want to move on the stimulus package, I'll talk about it like that. But I usually don't like to single out one person. But this is just insanity at its best. And so right now, Texas is really struggling. And I think everybody knows Texas is really struggling. There are power outages. I mean, the weather conditions are horrible. People are dying. And so we know that the Senate and the House, they're both on recess right now, which means they're back in their districts and back in their states. And so Ted Cruz, he's a senator in Texas. He decides to take the family to Cancun instead of helping the people in the state of Texas when they need it the most. And it's just, how out of touch can you be to think that's appropriate? Think that you can go through an international airport and you're recognized. People know who you are. You're going to go through an international airport and go to Cancun while you have people in your state struggling and dying because of the situation that they're in. And as a politician, you think that's okay? It just blows my mind. It really does. And I think we've gotten to a point now where we have politicians that just feel so emboldened that it's not a big deal. I'm going to get reelected anyway. That's the way they feel. So they can be out of touch. They can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing. We're going to go ahead and take the family to Cancun. And then to try to cover up for it, he says, you know, my kids, they're out of school because of the situation. And so they wanted to go to Cancun. So I decided to escort them there.
Well, Texas is going through horrific storms, and millions of Texans have lost power, have lost heat, and have been hurting. And our family was among them. We had no heat and no power. And yesterday, my daughters asked if they could take a trip with some friends, and Heidi and I agreed, so I flew down with them last night. Dropped them off here, and now I'm headed back to Texas and back to continuing to work to try to get the power on. What's happening in Texas is unacceptable, and a lot of Texans are hurting.
So just, I mean, how out of touch can you be? We're in a pandemic right now. That's one thing. And he's traveling during a pandemic. So that's one. And Texas is going through all the hard times right now. That's two. And he's going to leave. So, and I try to give these politicians the benefit of the doubt when it comes to recess. They go on recess, they go back to their home districts, and they help out in their home districts and find out the needs of the people in their district so they can take it back to DC. That's the whole reason for this recess. But he's taking it to the other level of, this is a true vacation. This is not a recess. This is time for me to get away with the family. And especially if stuff is going down in Texas, I need to get out of there and get somewhere where it's 84 degrees or we can sit by the beach. And I'm telling you, when it comes to some politicians, they just, you know, that's where it's up to the people to realize, look, if you do not want to represent us, that's fine. You're not going to get reelected. Simple as that. We should not be reelecting politicians who have attitudes like this. So we'll see what happens in the future when it comes to Ted Cruz. I think he has 4 more years before he has to run again. But it just, I'm amazed. You know, I'm amazed when I see stuff like this. It just, how can you, what are you thinking to think that would be okay? And if you are going to do something like that, maybe you should try to figure out if you can do it in a private, smaller airport where you're not going to have people recognizing you and recording you and asking you questions. Well, where are you going? Where are you headed to? And of course, he probably didn't say where he's headed to, but you're standing in line going to Cancun. Everybody sees that. It's amazing. I want to know what you guys think about this, because not only are they struggling in Texas, but the American people are struggling. And here is a senator who doesn't think we need another stimulus package or anything like that, and he's in there just enjoying himself, having a good old time with the family. Just amazing. Just amazing. The fact that he would do that and think that that's okay and think that he's not going to get caught, it just, I'm speechless. I want to know what you guys think. So in the comment section, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.